History with Mr. D.
Next time, try cracking a history book, you hatchet-faced nutmeg dealer. It's a great quote. That'll come back again. That's not mine. That's actually from a man named Stephen Douglas when debating Abraham Lincoln. But there's more to that story later on. But you see, him saying that, while a bit of a derogatory statement towards Abraham Lincoln, is an exercise of the freedom of speech, right? Now, maybe irresponsible language, but in America, we have a freedom of speech. It's protected by the First Amendment. And I bring that up because one of the lessons that we're going to talk about today when studying the presidency of John Adams is the following: freedom of speech. Today, we're going to kind of explore the Alien and Sedition Acts and the XYZ affair and kind of the implosion, the self-imposed implosion of John Adams's presidency. So, I asked you to read a little section today, and I am going to now read that to you right now. Now, again, this is just a writing prompt. This is not a political statement. It's not me taking sides or anything like that. This is simply thought-provoking reading and writing comprehension. So your directions are: read the section below and answer the questions that follow in complete sentences. So here we go. Maybe this will help me reading it out loud to you. No protesting the government. No immigrants allowed in. No freedom of the press. Lawmakers jailed. Are these the ideas and policies of former President Trump or current President Biden? No, not quite. So in other words, next time, try cracking a history book, you hatchet-faced nutmeg dealer. 2 times. No, those questions describe the United States in the year 1798 after the passage of the Alien and Sedition Acts. President Adams took a strong stance and strong steps in response to the French foreign threat, which included severe repression of protest. A series of laws known collectively as the Sedition and Alien Acts, or Alien and Sedition Acts, were passed by Congress in 1798 and signed into law by President John Adams. These laws included new powers to deport foreigners, as well as making it harder for new immigrants to vote. Previously, a new immigrant would have had to reside in the United States for 5 years before becoming eligible to vote. But a new law proposed by Alexander Hamilton raised this to 14 years. The most controversial, however, of these new laws permitting strong government control over individuals and their actions was the Sedition Act. In essence, this act prohibited public opposition to the government. Fines and imprisonment could be used against those who write, print, utter, or publish any false, scandalous, and malicious writing against the government. Essentially, John Adams and Congress just erased the First Amendment. It's one thing to call for a overthrow of the government, but to silence people for freely expressing their ideas, that's what this country is devoted to, is your ability to question not just the government, but question things, laws. It's why the states are allowed to have different laws. Freedom of expression and expression of thought and opinion are fundamental rights in America, and the Adams administration just canceled them. So under the terms of this law, over 20 newspaper editors were arrested, and some were imprisoned. The Sedition Act clearly violated individual protections under the First Amendment of the Constitution. However, the practice of judicial review, whereby the Supreme Court considers the constitutionality of laws, was not yet well developed, and thus was the conundrum. Well, hopefully that helps you a little bit, and you can now better answer the questions that follow the section. Thanks for listening. Hope you have a great day. Good luck, and may the force be with you.